Hello and welcome back to the Southwestern Vehicle Auctions YouTube channel. You're joined by me, Owen, the classic car specialist and auctioneer here at SWVA. And today I'm joined with Kev T for yet another one of our auction previews. This is for our winter classic and performance auction, which is coming up on the 29th of January. We've picked about 12 to 15 cars today to go through. A nice eclectic mix to go through.
Good selection, good selection.
Definitely a good selection. So there's a nice variation of good cars. Nothing spectacular that sticks out massively, but a good selection of nice cars. And we'll kick off today with something a little bit different. This is lot number one in the sale. Okay, kicking off where we're going to kick off on the day. It's a little classic Mini Cooper desk, Kev.
Yeah, it's quite novel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's it would look really good on in a showroom or I think a workshop reception, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's actually come from a showroom. This one, and yeah, it's just a novelty, really. I mean, but I do know that these things actually cost about £8,500 to buy. Like, you know, just done, sort of brand new-ish.
Yeah.
Obviously, the car's not brand new, but yeah, this one comes to us with an estimate of 3 to 4. So, you know, it's on the expensive side for a desk, but for something as quirky, where else are you going to find one?
It's an actual Mini.
It's an actual Mini, yeah, that's it. I mean, some people might view it as a waste, but I think it's definitely a quirky sort of thing. If you've got a man cave or a car showroom or something of the sort, this would look perfect in one of them, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, look, let's move on from desks and start looking at some cars.
Absolutely.
Right, so now you join us with the first proper car of the video, shall we say. This one's lot number 7. It's a 1981 Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL. Quite a tidy thing, really. This one comes to us at no reserve, so kicking off today's video with a potential bargain. And this one's a little bit different, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah, it is actually. And the fact that it's the history on it is unbelievable, isn't it? So, yeah, I think it's definitely one to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. So the history on it: one owner from new. This car, so it was bought new by the vendor's late husband, brand new, and it's been with them ever since. It's been off the road for the last couple of years, but it's got a tremendous history with it. It's got service history with, I think it's 14 stamps, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah, 14 stamps in it. It's got the thistle green paintwork over the olive leather interior. You couldn't get any better. A
rare colour scheme on what is actually quite a rare car now. You don't see many of these on the road, at least the SEL versions. Like I say, it's the 500, so it's got the V8 in it.
Yeah.
I think they're about 245 horsepower, so there's no lack of performance there considering its age.
Yeah.
It's a proper sort of the first incarnation of a performance saloon, really, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Yeah, the W series is the ones that have. It's one that everybody wants, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've done quite well with W123s in the past. This is a 126, and it's just got that slightly more modernised facelift kind of look. But yeah, it's a lovely thing. Full leather interior on it as well. It looks comfy. It looks like sitting in your nana's lounge or something.
Yeah, that's it. It's an 80s vehicle, but you've got all the mod cons still out there, haven't you?
Exactly. Without being too touchscreeny inside. Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, like I say, this one comes to us with an estimate of no reserve on it, so we'll see what this does on the day. I think the fact it's one owner from new could definitely really help it on, and it's hopefully this is one of the surprises of the day. So let's move on to see what else we've got in the auction. Right, so second car of the video now is this Land Rover Discovery 1. We're trying to start at the bottom end of the scale in this video, so this is one of the cheaper cars that's going to be in the auction, but still very interesting, Kev.
Yeah, exactly. You don't see many of them on the road anymore, and this was really what took Land Rover from being the rough, rugged off-road to actually something a little bit more luxury. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, the Discovery 1 was designed as a family car, basically. It was Land Rover trying to commercialise the brand, and what you've got to say, probably successfully did so.
Absolutely.
They're still kicking around today. $16 years it's been with its current owner, and it's just benefited from some recent maintenance as well, where I think that it's had a new fuel pump and other bits and pieces. So this one's sort of ready to show, ready to go kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. And for I think it's just over 100,000 miles. It really does. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's nothing really, especially this has got the largest engine out of what they did for the Discovery, which was the 3.9 Rover V8 in it, and it's got a lovely sound.
It's
the
one that people want,
isn't it? Yeah, exactly. It's the one that people want. So yeah, 101,000 miles is nothing on a car of this age or with that engine in it. This one comes to us with an estimate of £2,500 to £3,500, which I think is good money. If you're looking to get yourself into off-roading on a budget, or you're just looking for like a 4x4, classic 4x4, then this is the sort of thing for you. It's got the punchy V8 under the bonnet. It's got a low ownership history, been recently maintained. It's the perfect example.
If you don't want to cram yourself into a Defender and you want a bit more luxury, it's perfect.
Exactly, and power steering as well. So yeah, let's see what else we've got in store for the video. So we've gone from one big red Rover to a little red Rover now. This one is a Rover 100 Kensington, and we discussed earlier about how that was Land Rover's incarnation of what a family car was, but to many people, family cars looked in the way of this, really, something that you could just chuck the kids in the back of, run them to school, and run it back home again. Yeah,
that's right, and it certainly brings back some memories, sort of looking around these, and you know, I've got a bit of a soft spot for the Rover 100.
You restored one, didn't you?
We did restore one, yes. That was the automatic. This one, unusually, is a manual, because normally they seem to be all automatics.
Yes,
but yeah, it's a good history, low mileage. I think it's going to do well, this one.
Yeah, well, this one has been cherished from new. It's been through, I think, sort of 3 or 4 owners, but it's only covered 24,000 miles from new, this one. So it's lived a pretty charmed life in regards to what a Metro does. And it presents really, really well. It looks lovely. There's not a scratch on it, I don't think. All the panels are straight. It looks like it's been really well looked after throughout its life.
Yeah, that's it. The low keepers, it just demonstrates in its condition.
Yes.
It's really, really nice. You can hardly find a mark on this one.
Absolutely. I mean, it's got history with it as well. It's got some handwritten entries in the service book. It had the cam belt done in 2023. Yeah. So it's sort of ready to be taken on by the next owner. I think you could take this to shows.
Yep.
Something like the Festival of the Exceptional would be perfect for this, because it's, you know, it's not a multi-million-pound motor car, but what it is a very good example of something that was very common and now we don't see at all on the road.
And even stuff like this, it's at an age where you can still daily something like this. You know, through the summer, to and from work. So much fun.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun, really. Like it's a brilliant. They probably drive like a go-kart, really. This one comes to us again at no reserve, so anything can happen on the day. We are expecting to be pleasantly surprised by the result on this one. But yeah, potential for a bargain. A tidy, low mileage example of a Metro. Like, what more could you possibly want? Yeah,
that's it. I think this definitely find a nice home, this one.
Yeah, well, let's see some other cars that will potentially find a nice home in the next auction. Right, Kev. Well, we've looked at a desk, a Land Rover, a Metro, but we're looking at something that is more sports car orientated now. Classic sports car. This one is the 1990 TVR 290S. It's the Series 2. And we're featuring this one because, again, it's at the lower end of the scale. It's an affordable way into classic motoring. And again, one of those sort of cars where it's tidy, but it's got room for improvement. So it's perfect for that enthusiast that is looking for something to get into at a cheap price and tinker with.
Yeah, that's it. There's plenty of scope to get this at a nice price and build on it. And at the end of the day, you know, I don't think you're going to lose much. No,
absolutely. You know, these sort of early 90s, like pre-90s TVRs are sort of slept on, really. You know, we hear a lot about the Griffith and the Chimera and these raucous V8 fiberglass, you know, screaming around TVRs. But I think these are sort of slept on. And there is a following for them. You know, TVR enthusiasts are some of the most like devoted enthusiasts there are. You know, people who love TVRs love TVRs.
Yeah,
and
you've only got to go online, and you've got the Facebook groups, you've got the forums, and there's so much information on them.
Yeah, so much information, so much support as well, which is an important thing if you're going to take one of these on. Now, this one is powered by the 2.9 litre Cologne V6, which is used in like the Sierras.
Yeah, that's right.
And various other vehicles, but yeah, specifically the XR 4x4s and the Sierra Gear 4x4 estates.
Quite a common engine, so you're not going to really struggle.
Yeah, and a good engine as well. They were used in multiple vehicles for a long, long time, and you look at Sierras, there's a lot of them still going now, so I think it speaks a lot for the engine itself. And obviously these are fiberglass as well, much like the new ones.
Yeah.
But you've got that sort of, it's a V6, so it's not quite as pokey as the later stuff, but it's still a very nice classic
right.
sports car. I think it's about 185 horsepower in one of these.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, something like that. And with this one, you've got the British Racing Green, you've got the Magnolia leather interior. It's this one to have, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
I mean, definitely looks the part.
Yeah.
It looks like a British sports car.
Absolutely.
And if you're in the market for a TVR, that is what you're looking for, isn't it? So,
Yeah, perfect.
this one comes to us with an estimate of 2.5 to 3.5.
Yeah.
Good value for money, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, lots of scope.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of scope, lots of room for improvement, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And this one is, I think, will definitely benefit from going into new ownership and finding a new owner. So let's have a look and see what else we've got in store, because there's some nice bits to come. Moving on to something less classic and more performance. After all, that is what we're here for, is a classic and performance auction. And we're bringing you this one here. This one's a lovely example of a Mercedes CL 500. Take it away, Kev.
Who's the chunky monkey?
Yeah, she is.
I kind of think that this represents quite a bargain with these, because they're the forgotten AMG, aren't they? You know, everyone goes for the slightly smaller models, and this really gets overlooked.
Yeah,
so.
I think a lot of the time when you think of AMG, you think of like estate cars, or you think of like a two-seater sports car like the SL or the SLK. And the CL is probably one of the nicest cars that Mercedes have ever made, really, in terms of how they look and how they perform. I mean, well, this one is in here purely for its performance. I mean, some of the figures on it are absolutely crazy, aren't they, Kev?
Yeah, you're looking just over 380 brake horsepower.
Yes. Yeah.
Out of the V8. Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
It's definitely a thirsty car. 5.5 litre V8, like you say, 380 something horsepower, 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. But this one, I think, comes to market at sort of a good price where, I think you've got to be prepared to always put some money into something like this, because whether it's going to need it now or in the future, it's going to cost a bomb, probably.
Yeah.
This one comes to market at a nice price.
Yeah, it's had a recent recommission, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of history with it. It's a luxury barge which packs a punch, really.
Exactly that. I mean, it's got 4 stamps in the book. It's got countless invoices and bits and pieces in it, like I say, a bit of recent recommissioning after some time in storage, and it presents quite nicely. There's a few sort of swell marks here and there. It's been polished, and the leather's got a few creases in it, but by no means is it a dog, which you can see a lot on some of this sort of early 2000s stuff.
Yeah, that's right. You walk around it, and there's, it's a tidy car. It's ready to go in there, and you just enjoy it.
Exactly that. Well, this one comes to auction with an estimate of £3,000 to £4,000. Bang for your buck.
What a bargain.
I mean, it's like you're going to have to pay £1,000 for pretty much each 100 brake horsepower it's got. I think that's a bargain.
You try and find another AMG for that price.
Yeah, exactly. You can't. So look, we've looked at some of the performance. Let's see what else we've got in store. There's plenty more to come. Well, moving on from the Mercedes, we'll move on to this. Now, some of you may think you know what one of these is. Some of you will know what one of these is. This is a Tiger Avon. It's a 2016 car, so sort of fits in the classic and performance category, I think, because what it is based off is one of the original Lotus 7s, one of the original Caterhams, and it really does look the business. Yeah,
that's it. It's really nice. It's quite weird going from that 500 to something that I could always wear as a shoe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that 500 compared to this is an absolute barge. This is basically as stripped back as you can get in a road car. Packs plenty of punch. This is powered by a 2-litre Z-Tech.
Yeah.
And it's got a 5-speed manual gearbox in it as well. It's basically a race car for the road.
Yeah, that's it. You got an MOT on it. It's had a recent bit of recommission after some storage. But what about the mileage?
Yeah, well, it's 1,983 miles from new. Like I say, built new in 2016 using that 2-litre Z-Tech, and there's a photographic evidence record of that on file as well. So what I would recommend is, if you're coming down to view and you're looking at this car, have a flick through the folder, because you won't be disappointed by what you're looking at. But yeah, definitely a bit different. This is perfect for somebody who's looking to start getting into kit cars or getting into sort of like road race cars. It's got your 3-point harnesses in it. Got nice bucket seats in there as well. Yeah, perfect.
That's it. You've not only got your 2-litre Z-Tech, you've got your 5-speed manual, which is really short shift, and those throttle bodies mounted to it as well. Makes it so much fun. Yeah, absolutely. This one comes to us with an estimate of £7,000 to £8,000, which is much cheaper than what you'd be paying for a Lotus 7 or a Caterham, and I think it's worth every single penny of that sort of estimate. Summer fun for sure.
Yeah, so like we said, £7,000 to £8,000. Lovely bright colour, or tiger themed colour scheme as well. Yeah, so 7,000 to 8,000. Yeah, lovely car.
And it's got a roar.
And it's got a roar as well. Absolutely, yeah. So what more would you want for £7,000 to £8,000? I don't think there is much more that you could do for that sort of money.
Yeah,
so let's see what other nice valued classics we've got coming up in the auction. So what is it I always say? It wouldn't be an SWVA auction without an MGB. And
absolutely.
Here we are again, Kev, with a very, very nice one. A very, very rare one. This is a 1981 MGB GT. It's the LE. So it's from the end of production, the last 580 MGBs, among the last 580 MGBs that were to come off the production line at the Abingdon plant, and this is one of them.
Yeah, you know, with modern cars, you see them all the time. They're all silver, and I hate it. I hate seeing all, but in this, I like it. I really do like it in this silver. It's nice.
It's a stunner, isn't it? You know, very, very good looking car. It's a shame that somebody at MG didn't go, we should probably make our cars in grey, because there would have been some nice looking. I just think it gives it that more mature look.
It does,
than some of the brighter colours. But yeah, like I say, this one is from a very small batch of cars that will come from the end of production. So it's very rare thingness, and it presents in beautiful condition. Now, unfortunately, this one has come to us as part of a bereavement sale. It's the husband has unfortunately passed away, so it's the widow that is actually selling the vehicle. But we've had multiple vehicles from them in the past. All have been very clean and tidy, and this follows in suit really in terms of condition. It's a lovely thing. Yeah,
it doesn't need an awful lot of work. It presents really, really well, and even for someone who, you know, just looking to get into classics, you know, it's a getting it in drive vehicle, isn't it? It's
absolutely
really nice.
Is. And on that sort of note, I'd always say, and I say it every time, the MGB is the perfect starter classic. In terms of club support, parts availability, they are the best place to start, you know, and why not start with something that's as special as this, because it does present really, really nicely. Now, this one comes to us with an estimate of £4,000 to £5,000. I think that's, you know, cheap money really.
That's really good value.
Considering it's a limited edition one. I wouldn't be surprised if it beat it. We dealt with the Jubilee one at some point last year, and that made between £7,000 and £8,000. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this one beat its estimate. But it's here. If you're into MGBs, then make sure you come down and have a look, because it's definitely worth coming to have a look at. Now, let's have a look this way and just see what else we've got, because this one here is very, very interesting. Now, this one definitely is certainly interesting. This one's lot number 42 in the upcoming auction, and it's in lovely condition, isn't it, Kev?
It is, yeah, it's really nice. You can't fault it. This one is, this one's right up my street, this is. I love my 90s performance stuff, so yeah, this is the one to be.
Yeah, and so before we get in the ins and outs of it really, this is a Volkswagen Golf. It's a Mark IV, it's an R32. It's from the year 2003, this one. So early noughties performance, something that we've honed in on in the past few sales. We've seen with the Alpinas that we've sold and bits and pieces. That is where the sort of market is moving on to at the moment, and this is on the same sort of lineage as those cars. Now, this one, the reason we've highlighted this is because of how beautiful how nice it is. I don't think there's another R32, Mark IV at least, that is as tidy as this.
No, it's undergone some extensive work. Like you say, the previous owner has bare metal respray, all the wheels have been refurbed. Why don't you tell us how that come about?
So essentially with this one, so it's come to us from the vendor. It was actually owned by his son prior to that, and he had the car. I think he must have been sort of late teens, early 20s, went off to university, left it in his dad's garage, and his dad phoned him. I said, look, what are you doing with this Golf? It's there in my garage. I think at that point, it wasn't in a sorry state, but it needed some love.
Yeah.
And the father bought it off him, and for the last 6 years, he's put time, money, and effort into this car, and to make it the example that it is today, it is beautiful. It's one of them cars that you've definitely got to come and see to appreciate.
That's it.
I think on camera it probably looks nice and shiny right now, but to get up close and personal with it, it is beautiful. I think it's one of only 57 finishing this colour as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you know, with that legendary VR6 engine, it's got that unmistakable noise, really nice. And what makes these really special is this was the car that launched the R performance range for Volkswagen. Really? So that's what makes them really special.
Yeah, absolutely. So a bit of Volkswagen historic lineage as well there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So, well, this one, in fact, what we'll do very quickly is just insert a clip of what this sounds like, because I think you all deserve to hear it. Yeah, so a beautiful sound, Kev.
Yeah,
a beautiful, beautiful sound. Now this one comes to us with an estimate of £8,000 to £10,000. Now I'll be very surprised if it doesn't beat that.
No, yeah, it's far. It's got to. You know, we've seen values of these recently, and over the last few years, they've just skyrocketed. And you know, in this one, I don't think it's going to be any different.
Absolutely. I mean, based on the amount of interest we've had in it already, I think it probably will beat it. But we're here to be proved wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely worth every single penny of whatever somebody spends on it, because it is. I think it's probably the best example in the UK that we've seen. And speaking of good examples, we'll move on to what we've got next in store. This beautiful one here. I'm excited to show this one as well. This one's lot number 47 in the upcoming sale. It's a BMW E30. It's a 320i Cabriolet, and it presents really, really well.
Yeah, it's another really nice one. And again, it's one of those, you know, late 90s that. You know, really appealed to me and my age group as well. I actually picked this one up from the vendor, so it was actually really nice to get to speak to him and talk to him about it. You know, he's had it for a number of years, done a lot of work with it, and decided it's just time for somebody else to enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what makes this one so nice is the fact it's not a performance model. It's not something that's overly exciting. It's not an M3 Cabriolet or anything. It's a 320i. It's, you know, sort of bottom of the range in terms of engines. But it's been extremely well kept. It's been very well looked after. Low mileage car. You know, it's one of them that's sort of like, you sort of appreciate it more when it's stuff you would have seen more generally.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, because I think it's you don't see that so much, because all the performance ones get kept, don't they? And they get looked after.
Absolutely.
And the more, you know, bottom of the range ones tend to, you know, get let go, don't they?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of them where you see it all the time with more generic stuff like Novas and whatever. It's always the ones that were sort of bottom trim spec that when they come to market, people want them because that's the one that they had, not the one that they wanted. Yeah. And, you know, they end up looking after it. And this is the exact sort of similar situation. Finished in the black, nice grey half leather interior with the nice sort of tartan style.
Yeah.
No,
well. It's really nice.
It's done 69,000 miles new and 18 stamps in the book as well. So it's got all the history to back it up. You know, it is really lovely, and like you say, it's the right era, isn't it? It's that sort of era that's starting to come alive in the market now. Yeah,
it is, and it's perfect, you know, on a summer's day, roof down, just to go for a Sunday drive. It's lovely.
Exactly, it's that perfect time. I think it's the perfect time of year to actually buy a Cabriolet or a convertible, ready for those spring and summer months ahead. And this is a perfect example of one. So this one comes to us with an estimate of £7,000 to £8,000. I think that's reasonable money, really. For what it is.
That is. That's good value.
Absolutely. So look, if you're interested in any of the three that we've just shown you, then come on down and have a look on our viewing days, because they're definitely worth coming to have a look at that. Right, so we've just about managed to get this one in shot. It's a big old beast.
It is indeed. Yeah.
What is this one, Kev?
This is the Chevrolet SSR convertible pickup.
Well, convertible and pickup are not two words that you usually hear together, but here we are with one. Quite a niche, quite a quirky thing.
Yeah.
You don't see many of them at all. That's mainly because they weren't produced and made for over here.
Yeah.
But even in the States where they were introduced, there's not very many of them.
No.
And I think some people will say, well, you know why. And other people will go, well, why not?
Yeah.
5.3 litre V8 pickup. It's basically your standard Yank creation, really.
That's
isn't
right.
It?
Yeah,
like
it is.
Big engine, big beast. But what makes it so quirky is the fact that it is a pickup convertible, something that was never done before this was made.
No.
It's a strange odd thing. This one's showing 58 on the clock. We don't quite have enough paperwork to back that mileage up.
Yeah.
But you'd have to say, based on the condition, it's not out the realms of possibility.
No.
Unfortunately, with the cars that come from stateside, they very rarely have the sort of paperwork to back it up fully. But your take on it, Kev?
Yeah, to give it its dues, it's tidy.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah.
It's quirky, controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's got the engine. You know, it's going to be fun, and it's going to get the looks.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you know, people are going to be looking at it and thinking, you know, what the heck is that? Yeah. But then, you know. Yeah, it's just one of them, and it does present really nicely.
Certainly a car to get the looks in, definitely. Certainly a car to get the looks in. If you haven't seen one of these before, or you may have, one of the places you probably would have seen one is on the Grand Tour. Richard Hammond actually drove one of these, a bright yellow one, in one of their specials that they did. So that's probably where you've seen them. But yeah, they're a quirky thing. You don't see many of them at all, and it's not very often they come to the UK market. So
no. That's right.
This one's offered to us with an estimate of £15,000 to £18,000.
Yeah.
They're worth quite a bit of money because of their rarity.
Yeah.
But to somebody who wants this sort of thing, or is a collector or something, I think that's sort of fair money for one of these. Really.
Yeah, that's right. And this one only come into the country, 2024, and it's only had the single UK owner. So
as well. The person that's owned it brought it into here. So
exactly.
It's sort of what you want to look at. So 15 to 80 on this one. Something a little bit different. If you're into your American stuff, or you're just looking for something a bit special for the summertime, then this one might be for you. Well, we're moving on to the slightly heavier lots in the upcoming auction. And this is the first of them. This one is lot number 50. It's a Jaguar, it's Series 3 Jaguar E-Type. It's the V12 2+2, this one. Presents really, really nicely. And it's always nice to have E-Types in. Kevin.
Yeah, it's a clean example, and it is really nice to see another E-Type in the auction again. We do seem to get them quite regularly, but yeah, it is really nice to have them.
E-Types are probably the most common prestige/luxury car in the classic market, I'd say. But in terms of condition, this is probably the best we've had in quite a while. It looks very similar to the Primrose Yellow one we had the last time, but that was a Series 2. This is a Series 3, so it is a different car. And the Series 3 is starting to come into its own, really, in the market. Once upon a time, the Series 1 ruled the roost, and it still very much does in the way. But the V12 Series 3 is starting to become appreciated now, and clean examples can fetch good money. This one has been well looked after, Kev. It's got good amount of receipts on file as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's got a lot of money spent on this one. I think I've seen up to, was it about £17,000 in receipts?
£17,000 in receipts.
Yeah.
And it's had the interior retrimmed at some point, obviously, and paintwork presents really well. It's been really well looked after. It is an original USA car. It's left-hand drive. Came here in 2016 and has been here ever since. But it's been exceptionally well looked after by whoever's had it. Obviously got that beautiful V12 soundtrack underneath as well, which is always lovely to have. But this one comes to market with an estimate of £25,000 to £30,000. Once upon a time, E-Types were worth anywhere between £50,000 and £125,000. So, if you want to capitalise on the E-Type market at the moment, this is the time to do it. 25 to 30, that's absolutely nothing for a car.
No, it's not. No, I think someone's going to really enjoy this. It's going to do well at the auction.
Well, look, let's see how it gets on the day, and let's move on to the next lot in the sale. Well, I'll tell you what, this might be one of my favourite lots in the entire auction. It's big, it's probably a little bit over the top, but it is very, very nice. It's been exceptionally well looked after, and comes to us in very, very nice condition. This one is lot number 57 in the upcoming sale. It is a Rolls-Royce Corniche 1. It's the Corniche convertible, and it presents beautifully, Kev.
Yeah, it does. It's so nice. Just this paintwork, just looking at it, it's so deep. Yeah. And it's lovely. It's
you
a
just
lovely
like
car.
it because you can see your reflection.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But it's not something I'm that familiar with, but I definitely appreciate it, and it does present so lovely.
Absolutely. Rolls-Royces often come to market, and there are some now that are sort of in the doldrums in terms of their value, but the Corniche is still holding out strong. It's one of Rolls' most iconic models, really, in my opinion anyway, just because of what it offers you and what they look like. They are a striking thing, an imposing thing. This one's finished in Tudor red, as you can see, over a nice beige leather interior. It's also got a beige mohair hood as well, so it's it's all there. It's certainly a special thing. Now, this one's been, like I said before, exceptionally well looked after. 21 stamps in the book. Yeah,
it's a massive service history. It's had a lot of money spent on it. It's been literally meticulously maintained, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's £40,000 worth of invoices on file. I think 30 grand's worth of that is since 2017, which is just bonkers, really. Love and care and money has been lavished upon this, and I think it's evident, really, on its condition. It's done over 100,000 miles. But for its age, that's not too bad. And I wouldn't say it looks like a car that's done over that. It looks like a car that's been pampered throughout its life, and it presents really, really well. This one comes to us with an estimate of £25,000 to £30,000 again, much like the E-Type. And that's good money, really, for a Corniche. They usually make around £40,000 in auction, including premiums and all that sort of stuff. So 25 to 30, that's at the lower end of the scale. The vendor is 88 years old. That's the reason he's selling it. Again, we've had cars from him in the past, and everything we've had has been very, very tidy. So this one comes to market with an estimate of 25 to 30,000. If you're into your Rolls Royces, or you're just looking for, again, something for the summer, springtime, this would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know, exactly the same as you. If you're into your Rolls Royces, this is, you know, it's the iconic look, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, you know, you've got the convertible, you've got the Rolls Royce front end.
Yeah.
It's what a Rolls Royce should be.
Exactly, yeah, it's iconic. It's a very pretty motor car, and it could be yours if you spend the money on it on the day. So let's look at the last lot we've got in store for the video. Similar ilk, but a little bit different again. Let's move on. So here we are then with the last car of the video. This one is lot number 60, the final lot in the auction. This one is a Mercedes-Benz 250 SE Cabriolet from the year 1968. Now this one's got a few quirks, it's got a few different bits and pieces that we'll have to tell you about, but just first off, Kev, a good example that needs a little bit of finishing off?
Yeah, it's a lovely looking car, isn't it? And it's very iconic, Mercedes, old Mercedes, isn't it? And yeah, anybody that's looking for sort of, you know, an old Mercedes would be drawn to this. And yeah, it's one of those that, you know, it's pretty much there. But, you know, over the time, the new owner can, you know, sort the bits and pieces and the quirks out and get it, you know, literally immaculate.
Absolutely. So basically with this one it's an executor sale. It comes to us, it sort of needs to go. We've got to submit the highest bid on the day. It comes to us having sort of lived a life. It came from the States in around 2015. The current keeper, who unfortunately is now passed on, bought it for around $69,000 at that time. Brought it in, never registered it in the UK, so it's still in theory on American plates, which is why you're seeing no registration number on the front. But there is the Nova in place to help the next owner get it registered, and we're suggesting that the next owner gets a certificate of conformity from Mercedes-Benz homologation, just to help that registration process. But essentially what it is, it's got to be registered, and there's bits and pieces to do on it. Bits just like trims missing, and there's a little bit of a tear in the back seat there and stuff, but it's all doable things.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in terms of the bodywork itself, and under that bonnet, which I'll show you in just a minute, is absolutely immaculate. It's a good basis. I think if somebody's got sort of, you know, an extra £5,000 or £10,000 to chuck at it, you would have a very, very, very nice example of a 250 SE.
It's not sort of parts that you're going to have to sort of spend years hunting for.
No.
It's bits, like you say, little bits on the seat and stuff, which can be sorted by, you know, somebody.
Bits of chrome trim and stuff that you could probably get replicated, you know, rather than buy parts for if you can't find them. So yeah, like I say, it does present very nice. It's from that iconic W111 generation, which is a sort of 60s generation of Mercedes that has got that iconic Mercedes front end that you can sort of see has sort of transcended through the times when you look at them now. And yeah, just presents really nicely overall. Runs and drives and everything as well. Probably needs a bit of recommission because it has been in storage. But yeah, it's one for the next owner to take on, register in the UK, get finished off, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful motor car there.
Yeah, that's right. You could just imagine once it's sorted, you know, Costa del Sol, roof down, coast road.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect.
Exactly. I mean, I think as well, the fact of left-hand drive, it doesn't limit anybody in this country. I don't think because you're not going to be taking it out at the time. It's not impractical. It's a weekend car,
that's
really.
right, yeah.
And, you know, even if you are a buyer from abroad and you're looking at this sort of thing, it's perfect because at least you'll be driving on the right side of the road.
That's right,
so, you know, this one comes to market then with an estimate of £60,000 to £70,000. Now, that is just a guide and estimate. There's no reserve within that. We have to submit the highest bid. So it's one of them where you really have to be in it to win it on the day. And it could be for less than estimate. It could be for more than estimate. We'll have to see what happens on the day. But nonetheless, I think you've got a nice basis for a classic Mercedes there to take on, to love and enjoy. So that's all the cars for this video. Let's move on and we'll just keep you up to date with all the latest bits and pieces in terms of registering and viewing, etc. So there's a selection of cars that will be in our auction next week, Thursday 29th of January at 10 AM. That is when we kick off. There's 60 cars to go under the hammer, so if you're interested in anything you've seen in this video, then please make sure to get in touch or just have a look at our website because there's a whole catalogue of cars there. You might see some other bits and pieces that you like as well. But before we end the video, I just want to run you through a few bits of key information ahead of the sale next week, just so it gives you the best head start in getting the car that you want to get on auction day. Now we'll start with bidding registration because that comes the soonest. That opens on Thursday the 22nd of January, so a week ahead of the sale. And what we offer with that is a range of bidding options for you: online, telephone, hall bidding, and commission and proxy bidding. So a wide variety of bidding options there, Kev.
Yeah, that's right. So whether you can be here or not, you know, if you're looking at something, you're really interested in something, you've got an option.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we try and give you the best chance possible, whether you can be here or not, to get the car that you're looking at, because at the end of the day, it's fair, really. And so after registration opens, we then go on to our viewing days. Our first viewing day is Saturday the 24th of January, and then Monday the 26th, Tuesday the 27th, and Wednesday the 28th. So if you come down on any of those days, we'll be quite happy to see you. Viewing days are really beneficial, don't you think, Kev?
Yeah, they're really good. You know, you get to come round, actually have a look at the cars. You know, we can walk you around the cars, look you through the history. You can, you know, have a look around, open the doors, look under the bonnet. You know, you can really sort of get a good look at, you know, what you're interested in.
Yeah, and we'll start them up on request, and like Kev says, you can go through the history fully as well. We give you full access to basically, so you can make the best decision, do your due diligence before you come and purchase, because this is the best way to do it. So after viewing and registration has all been done, by the way, registration closes for most bidding methods on the Wednesday evening. However, if you're coming down to bid in the hall, you can still register on the day. After all that's done, then we kick off on the day. Thursday, the 29th of January at 10 a.m, we'll be kicking off. We'll be live on YouTube. So if you can't make it down for the sale, then make sure you do tune into that. But if you can make it down, then even if you're not bidding on anything, just come down on a day, make up the numbers. It's going to be a great day. We're usually very busy down here. 60 classic cars, classic and performance cars, should I say, to go under the hammer. It should be a good day. I'm looking forward to it. You looking forward to it, Kev?
Yeah, it'll be really good. You know, it's auction day is always a buzz, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You know, there's loads of people there. It's worth coming down, even if, you know, you're not planning to buy something. You can, you know, have a look around, see how it works, and then, you know, next time you'll be more confident if you are going to.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even if you're looking to sell, you can see how the process of your car selling works. So yeah, absolutely. We'd recommend coming down whether you're buying, bidding, selling, you know, or just having a nose. Come on down, have a look. We'll be delighted to see you, and we will see you on the 29th of January.
Absolutely.
So we've just about managed to get this one fully into shot. It's a big old beast.
It is indeed.
What's this one, Kev?
Don't do that.
I've just caught him out. Oh dear, that's going in the bloopers.
It's a Chevrolet SSR.
Yeah. We'll start again.